I'm just going to do a quick video about Real Housewives of the Potomac. This is Wendy Ostefo. She claims to have 4 degrees. However, when she was recently asked what are her 4 degrees, she was able to say she had a bachelor's degree. She had a master's degree. I believe she said she had a second master's degree, but she couldn't even remember what it was in. She said it didn't even stick in her memory as to what that was about. Now she's telling this about her own so-called degree, and then she has a doctorate. Now, let me tell you, in education, they give out all kinds of degrees. You don't have to do anything. If you have a real master's degree, you have to write a thesis. It's a lot of work. And I'll tell you, you do not forget that you did that work and that you have a master's degree. So she has one of those phony master's degrees that they give out so easily in the field of education. And you just sign up, often through some group, maybe a union. And then you go to several hours worth of classes. They hand you at each class a folder of material. They lecture you. You go home. You might do this maybe 6 or 7 times. And at the end, they give you a certificate which says you have a master's in whatever it was that you were attending, whatever classes you were attending. So they're not real master's degrees. And I believe that is what she has, because she doesn't even remember the master's degree herself. And I'll tell you, that is a sure sign that you have a phony master's degree. Now, Wendy always dresses to me like a streetwalker, a hooker, a prostitute. And I was really disappointed in her. She said she's at Johns Hopkins, very notable place. And the first thing she did when she found out she was going to be in the show, she got a breast enlargement. I mean, that just shows you something is wrong with this woman. Then she names her breasts Happy and Ness. Are breasts really happiness? I don't think so. But she thinks so. And then she set off to do a lot of businesses, trying to earn money, which to me was strange because her husband is an attorney. Her husband has a Juris Doctorate, and he works with a law firm. I think he has a Juris Doctorate, and he works with a law firm. He seemed to be doing very well financially. So what was this scramble for money? She was selling candles. She took that idea from Karen. Then she was doing, I think, a restaurant, and then she tried to get Peter in trouble because she decided she didn't want to do a restaurant. She didn't want to invest so heavily in the restaurant. And then she started acting crazy about that. Now I forgot what she's doing now. But anyway, I was really disappointed here at the latest reunion. Oops. Her husband comes out. He's happy. He says his business is going great. He has become a drug dealer. He is now selling marijuana. This Nigerian couple came to the United States, got degrees. He's selling drugs, and he's in a law firm. She's in a school, and she does political commentary on I believe, a television show. Oh, yeah, she has a podcast. That's what she's doing now. She's doing a podcast. She is an embarrassment to me, an embarrassment to education, and I think she needs to go off of this TV show, The Real Housewives of the Potomac, because she is not a real representative of what we are looking for in the black community from our educated people. We are not real proud when somebody goes all the way through education, gets a doctorate in law, and becomes a drug dealer.
don't attack my husband.
Yeah.
Because that's something I do not play with.
Why are you looking at me?
I'm looking at you because it was your ass having a conversation with Ashley.
Did you tell her what I said?
So I'm putting your ass on notice because what you're not going to do, let's be very clear, is you're not going to play with my husband's name. Don't with my family.
But yet, isn't it Wendy and her husband that are embarrassing the family? He goes out, gets a law degree, becomes back a marijuana seller. Do we need more blacks on marijuana? He says he has over 1 million customers. Is that something we should be proud of? Is she also selling marijuana, perhaps to the people at Johns Hopkins where she is working? I don't like this at all. And I think Wendy and her husband are an embarrassment, and I think they should be taken off Real Housewives of the Potomac. She can go do her podcast, he can do his drug sales, and let's end it there. And she also hates Gizelle because Gizelle is light-skinned, and she's jealous. She's just jealous of Gizelle, and she's jealous of Robin. So I hope we say goodbye to Wendy Ostefo and her husband this year. What do you think? Like and subscribe. Bye.
You've talked about the colors of my home.
I didn't talk about the color of your home.
Well, that's what I remember you did.
Well, you misheard because I never talked about your home. I talked about the way you dress. Ooh.